Individually, these are two of the greatest guitarists you will ever hear. Together, they impacted the culture of our company forever. By 1997, Billy McLaughlin was one of the most famous solo guitarists in the world. After signing with a major record label, Billy's music soared to the top of the Billboard charts. Often featured alongside of legendary guitar players, Billy was truly on top of the guitar world. Until 2001. When he was diagnosed with a rare neuromuscular disorder in his fretboard hand that should have prevented him from ever performing again. So Billy did something unprecedented.
This is my first performance in Orlando, Florida as a left-handed guitarist. The last time I played here, I was a right-handed guitarist. Woo! So let's see what we can do.
And now Billy McLaughlin is once again performing and touring the world.
Was following me to China.
This time inspiring thousands of people, not only with his guitar playing, but as a featured keynote and motivational speaker.
Anything in your life that you honestly believe is impossible will be impossible. The one thing we can control is how we deal with challenges and change. I gave up thinking that it was impossible.
Thank you, thank you.
But a phone call from a stranger was about to make a historic connection.
You know what's kind of fun is last year at this time we had Billy McLaughlin on stage. And Billy was just coming back from his illness and trying to make a comeback.
Right.
And you at the same time were getting ready to start a tour. And you heard about Billy's comeback.
So I was compelled to call him. And so...
You made a cold call.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's exactly
We've never heard
what
of
it
that.
was.
We don't do that. That would be offensive to call someone you didn't know.
Yeah.
So who is this stranger? For a young Rhett Butler, the guitar served as his primary escape from the fear and stress brought on by his little brother's bouts with cancer. At 19 years old, he saw a solo guitar performance by Billy McLaughlin that would change his life forever. Rhett dedicated himself to mastering the instrument. And he developed some pretty amazing techniques of his own along the way. It wasn't long before Rhett found himself playing with some of the greatest musicians in the world, including his biggest influence.
Hey, God bless all of you here in the Raleigh-Cary area.
Now, when I heard about the two of them together, I knew they had to come to our biggest event in Keller Williams called Mega Camp.
Gary says to me, I want you to come to the Mega Camp. And I was like, well, what is a Mega Camp? I thought it was like we were going to be in the woods and a campfire or something.
And they were a huge hit.
And I saw Billy play, and I said, that's exactly what I want to do. And spent the next 4 years trying to figure out what he did that night, you know? And so...
Does that make you feel old?
No.
Or proud?
You know what? Rhett, that sounds expensive, man. That sounds like a lot of money to figure out. I could have just told you.
Yes.
So I wanted to see what they could do.
We're going to be sponsoring you and Billy on a 10-city music tour for KW Cares.
Yes.
Those 10 concerts turned into 56 appearances for Keller Williams Realty. Billy and Rhett helped us raise $225,000 for our charity, KW Cares. 2 generations of guitarists from different backgrounds. They sold over 40,000 CDs. Billy became the face of the dystonia community and a featured presenter for companies around the globe. Rhett is on his way to becoming the CEO of a biotech company developing a new vaccine for cancer.
It started with a phone call from an act of kindness.
And now they're together again telling their story that no one succeeds alone.